So Candace Owens want D Wade and Gabrielle to go to prison for what? Their child being trans? Black people, how long you gonna keep building these closets? Y'all keep trying to shove us in. You can't stop people from being gay or trans. And black women, how many times you gonna keep coming home finding your nigga on the DL or in a dress talking about I always wanted to be a woman? How long, black women, you want to keep going through this? So you gonna keep allowing the black community to keep building closets, to keep shoving motherfucking gay men and transgender people in, and then walking down the aisle and having kids or having kids by these men, and then come to find out this shit later. I mean, do we want another Caitlyn Jenner situation where some black man is what 50 and 60 with kids talking about I always wanted to be a woman. Get that shit out early. In the 1980s and 90s, they was like, "Oh, you don't know what you are. You confused. You don't know what you are." I wasn't passing. I wasn't some masculine little boy passing. We all knew. My family wanted to walk around with this in denial bullshit, and then once the 90s came around and I started to get a little older, that's you don't know that I'm 40 years old. What the fuck has changed? I talk to my cousins and them. When I talk to my family, they be like, "You've been that way your whole life." Black people, when we gonna stop building these closets and shoving people in? You can't do shit about people being gay or trans. And this whole but kids is too. When do you want people to be who they are? Cause it don't start in your later years. We know when we young. And don't ask this question, oh, how y'all know? The same way you fucking heteros know. And if you didn't know when you were young, I don't know, maybe you were a late bloomer to find out what your sexual orientation or to figure out your gender identity. I don't give a fuck. But what I want to tell the black community is you can't stop people from being gay or trans. This is how we come into the world. And building these closets, it don't help none. That's why I said black women. Black, and I'm specifically talking to black women, because black men can marry a closeted woman. It ain't a big deal for women to be gay in this fucking community or bi. I'm talking specifically to black women. How long do you want this charade to keep going where y'all keep hooking up with black men who are scared to tell you they are gay or trans? How long you gonna keep having a baby by a gay black man or a transgender person, black women? How long? How long you gonna keep this up? Before you sit back and have to tell the black community and other black women and other black men in this community, enough is enough. You are pushing these kids in the closets. Y'all are building these closets. You pushing kids in them. And then when your daughter grow up and have to get with one of these men or have a baby, this is the shocker. Now, wasn't it Malik Yoba wife going off talking about, oh, you went and told the internet, but you couldn't come home and tell your kids, black women, is this a situation y'all want to go through? Is this a situation y'all want to find yourselves in? I remember saying something about Malik Yoba 20 years ago, and people was like, you're a liar. You're a liar. Y'all want everyone to be gay. And now I've had people hit me up and say, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Because you don't know shit. You thought you knew a nigga. Please, I have access to places that you people don't. I've seen people and certain celebrity men in certain places that you have not. But we ain't talking about them. I'm just talking about on the pretenses of how long do black women and women want to keep marrying closeted men, whether they gay or trans? How long y'all want to keep this up? Because it's not as if you, and when it comes to the men who are attracted to transgender people, y'all can't even figure out them. Y'all can't even figure out the men in this community who are attracted to other men or transgenders. So you can't even tackle that issue, but yet you telling, oh, the kids is too young to do. Baby, they said that about me eons ago. Well, with the first Halloween I got up in hair and makeup, 1992, I was 10. Oh my God, this chap. I'm 40 years old. Bitch, ain't nothing changed. What the fuck has changed? I was told I was too young to know what I was. Oh, you just too young, you don't know. You're too young, you just don't know. How long y'all gonna keep using it? Now it's just full on mad because I'm not straight. Bitch. I had an uncle go to the casket, fucking mad. Died in his apartment of a heart attack alone. Single. Mad. I got other uncles who are still mad. I got male cousins who are mad. Y'all mad with y'all nuts crossed because I'm over here living my truth. You've been mad 80s, 90s, earlier. Bitch, it's been over 30 something plus years. Still mad? Because I'm not straight or I'm not heterosexual. Why? Because I'm not heterosexual enough for you? You are mad. Some of y'all have actually lost it. My uncle has lost it several times. Maybe that's why you had a heart attack, nigga. Calm the fuck down. You mad over something that you can't change nor can you control. That's why his ass went to the motherfucking casket with a heart attack. My uncle, one of my uncles was truly bothered. And bitch, I outlived you. How long y'all gonna keep building these closets, black community, forcing gay and transgender people up in that bitch? And then come home finding out after the kids then got there, after you think you got this happy man, and it's all built on a foundation of lies. See, I wasn't gonna allow the black community to do that. And y'all hated me for it. You hated me my whole life, black community. You hated me my whole life because I was not going to allow you to dictate anything and shove me in some closet, push me down the aisle with a black woman, pop out some kids, and then she come home later to find out that I'm a whole dick sucker in a dress. Really? I have much love and respect for black women. And then you got black women who promote pushing these people in the closet. So I do think that you have some black women who prefer men to be DL, who prefer men to be deeply closeted. Hypermasculine, but deeply closeted. I do believe you have some black women who push for that. Now, like I said, if you want your husband up out here having risky, unprotected sex with all different types of men and coming back home to you, because I know some homophobic women who's sick as a dog with AIDS. Because unfortunately, a lot of you homophobic women, y'all get the worst of the DL men. T.S. Madison had just said that on that interview with that light-skinned girl. I don't know her name, but she said, you homophobic women, and I've been saying this for decades, you severe homophobic black women, y'all always get the bottom of the barrel type of DL men, and y'all never get straight men. Y'all always get DL men. If anyone see this video from the LGBT community, you know I'm right. Gay men or trans, you know I'm right. Black homophobic women, especially the severe ones, and the transphobic black women, why is they always dating down low ass men and they always get the worst ones? The bottom of the barrel type of black DL motherfucking hypermasculine men, y'all get the worst. And T.S. Madison said that. I said, God damn, I'm glad somebody said that shit. Homophobic black women, transphobic black women, you never get 1000% straight men. It's like the DL men already see y'all and be like, that's the one. So I don't know, because you got a lot of black men who are advocates for building closets, shoving motherfucking men in them. Maybe because it's so hard for black women to get men nowadays, maybe y'all feel like, oh, the only ones who will really fuck with us is the DL ones here because you're a beard. It's sad when you have to settle to be a beard just to get a black man. And I'm not talking to all black women, so if the shoe fits, wear it. If it's too tight, take it the fuck off. It don't fit. So if it applies, it applies. If it don't, let that shit motherfucking fly. All right? I don't want to hear no black women talking about, oh, you roping us up. No, I'm not. Because all you black women are not the same. I've been around you long enough to know that you're all not the same. But you do got a lot of black women who are homophobic building these closets, forcing motherfuckers in them, and you agree with that shit. And I have to just ask black women, how long we going to keep the charade going where you going to allow the black community and everybody in this motherfucker to keep building closets, shoving motherfuckers in? You can't do nothing about this child being trans. No more than they can do anything about me being who I was in the 1980s and 90s. Although they went through hell and back trying to stop it, bitch. They tried to stop me 3 ways from fucking Sunday from living my motherfucking truth. And I fought them tooth and nail, even my own mama. So I told y'all, at the age of 40, motherfuckers in the black family still mad. I've been living in New York for 20 years. I ain't been back to Maryland since '03. I moved here when I was 21, June 5th, 2003. I wasn't going back. I wasn't going back. Because once you get older and you get out on your own, you like, fuck this shit. How long you gonna keep battling with your black family over the same shit? Another 20 years? I didn't have another 20 years to battle with my black family. I wasn't doing that. It was time for me to live free and live in my truth. And just because I'm black and just because I'm blood related to these people don't mean I owe them shit. I'm not going to sit around and let people I'm blood related to verbally, mentally, and physically fucking abuse me and shove me in some goddamn closet and force me down the aisle or force me to reproduce with black women. Because number one, it's not fair to black women. If you a dick sucker or you want to get your ass in a dress, you need to tell black women up front that your ass want to be in a dress. Come on. And black women, would you appreciate it if a motherfucker told you up front, I want to be in a dress, I want to be a woman, or I'm gay as hell? Wouldn't you appreciate that before motherfuckers start reproducing with your ass or walking down the aisle? Candace Owens just needs something to be outraged about. I don't even look at her on the internet. I don't click on nothing she do. I just saw this on Willie D shit. And I'm looking at people like, this child is trans. And this whole Gabrielle Union and D Wade, come on now. When do you know black people to push their kids to be openly gay or trans? No, they're trying to break a cycle. Because unlike you fucking dickheads in this black community, you don't realize that many transgender kids are thrown out, prostituting out here in the streets. It is a rare thing for a black father or black people to embrace their gay or transgender kids. But they seen how people like me and the generation before me came out, and they don't want that for their child. So they're trying something different. I always told black people, you're mad at Jews and mad at everybody else because they on code, right? But it's the reason why us black people are never on code, because we keep repeating the same shit that keep us stuck in that hole. Try something different, black people, that you ain't never tried before. And this is what D Wade and Gabrielle are doing. Being more supportive when you have a child that's different. They're not forcing this on their kid. D Wade even said it. We saw this in Zaya when she was little. I'm just going to correct the pronoun. When she was little. In the same way with me. Now, you have people like my mother who just don't want to talk about it. I need to avoid it. I need to avoid it. But now people will say, oh, you were like that. My uncle was like, you were like that in the playpen before you were teething. And my uncle's hyper religious. My uncle is crazy religious. And for him to say, you were like that before you were teething, when you were in the playpen before you were teething. My uncle didn't say, oh no, somebody turned you like that or they forced that on you, because my uncle knew in the 1980s, y'all ain't had no, I come from a Baptist black family, y'all ain't had no gay people around me. We're no gay shit on TV. Where I get it from. I was born like this. I was surprised that my uncle even admitted that, as hyper religious as he is. So this is not being forced on. This is something that Zaya Wade came to D Wade with. And this is something that they picked up on when Zaya was a baby. And Zaya biological mama know this. But see, Zaya biological mother is a part of that whole homophobic, transphobic generation of black people. She doesn't understand, just like my mother didn't understand and my family didn't understand. And you will be mad forever. My mother died mad. My uncle died mad. Do you know how many people are died mad because I'm just living and existing? They could never get past it. They went to the casket fucking mad. Not able to get over it. And did I give a fuck? I got to live my life. We all have to stop this pushing people in closet shit. Because y'all keep saying, oh, they pushing this gay shit on the kids. No. Being more of an acceptant parent is not pushing the gay shit on your kids. Now, you homophobic black people, what you have created is the biggest DL epidemic of all time. You created this. You created the big closet case epidemic because you built those closets, you shoved people in them, and then you wonder why we have one of the most massive DL epidemics. And then on top of this, let's talk about the closeted DL men who love killing transgenders and gays and talking about tricking fool and ain't nobody tricking fool. Is it just so closeted you would rather spend your life in prison than sit out here and have anybody call you a faggot and talk about how you was with them fags and trans? And then you got a lot of these black men who got kids that reproduce with you black women. So they just now made you a statistic, a single mother, by sitting in that white man's homosexual prison because they didn't want nobody to know they was with a trans or gay nigga. But see, black community, you've built this. You built this. And then y'all sit around talking about, oh, it's not enough black men. Well, did we create spaces for black men to be themselves? No. You created toxic environments so black men can just run around, keep killing, so they can keep covering up, oh, I didn't have anything to do with these people. And it never works. And then they always go to that white man's homosexual prison, leave you and your kids. And then we already know black men are all about their masculine image. They don't want to be sit out here being disrespected like Young Buck. So they would rather kill us off and go to prison and leave you and them kids to fend for themselves. Do you realize that DL men, when it comes down to it, they don't give a fuck about none of us. All they give a fuck about is protecting their masculinity and their secret and looking as straight and hetero as possible in this community. And if they can't have that, they say fuck us all. You and them kids, us in this gay community, they say fuck us all to go sit in a white man's homosexual prison. And if you don't think they do, you better check out them prison OnlyFans and catch them niggas up in there fucking and making money. See it all the time on Freak Twitter. Sure, baby daddy. I just saw two niggas fucking, and then one guy talking about, I worked in that prison, and that's probably somebody baby daddy jerking off with the gay nigga. And I've been locked up in that Baltimore City jail, so I'm gonna be real. How long, black women, how long y'all want this charade to go where y'all got these hyper-masculine DL men running around here in large numbers? Y'all have built one of the biggest DL epidemics, black community. You built it. You built that shit. How long you want your gay and transgender kids to hide it? Pushing fear tactics. They see what y'all doing is IOA, and some of these kids is like, oh, I ain't coming out. So now they're gonna go over there and trick some little young girl, and make her believe that they're straight. You did that, black community. You did that. And how long y'all gonna keep trying to hook fucking black girls and black women up with fucking gay men and transgender fucking people? Especially the black church. You're famous for that. Sending pussy our way doesn't make us any straighter. Honey, you can send all the pussy up over here you want. Franks and beans. Franks and beans. I'm still on like a hearty helping of Franks and motherfucking beans. I don't do pussy. Never did. I ain't been that close to a pussy since 1982 since one was giving birth to my gay ass bitch. How long y'all want to keep this fucking charade going? Kids is gonna be gay, they're gonna be trans. That's how they came into the world. Ain't shit you could do. Now, you can probably stop it when they little because you're the parent and you got control over everything. But baby, when they get older, it will resurface. You think when they turn 18, 20, 21 and they not around you, that it won't resurface? It will resurface later on in life. And we just better pray and hope that it's not your son that is marrying or dating or reproducing with black women. And this particular black woman come home and catch your son that she married and reproduced with in a fucking dress. Or laid up with a man in her bed. Or caught fucking one of his homies. Because y'all, I swear to God, black community, all this... we're so angry that Zaya Wade is transgender. Bitch, you're angry because this is one more black person that you couldn't shove in a closet at a very early age. Black people, you've been building closets and shoving motherfucking black children in them since the beginning of fucking time. This is why we have one of the biggest fucking DL epidemics. I told y'all transgenders are not tricking and fooling men like that. It's not happening as much as you say it is. Because you know why? We have one of the biggest fucking DL epidemics. Trans women and transgender people don't have to trick men when there is a gaggle of fucking DL motherfucking black masculine men up out here. Why would anyone have to trick somebody when y'all black motherfuckers have built one of the biggest fucking DL epidemics of all time? You've built that. Us openly gays and trans, we didn't build these motherfucking closets. We didn't build the DL epidemic. We didn't send out a wave of fear to make men run and hide in some closet. They ain't hiding for us. They hiding because of you black ass homophobic and transphobic heterosexual black motherfuckers in this community. That's why they hiding. For you. They putting on the show for you. And guess what? When the charade is over, 9 times out of 10, one of them is sitting in prison for murdering a trans or a gay. And that's where they will fucking reside. And now the tea is out that you had something to do with our asses. Or your child then got caught in a dress. Or they laid up with some fucking man, knowing they got black children up over there by black women. Either fucking way. Black people. We keep doing the same shit thinking it's going to be a different outcome. That's called insanity. Let's switch it up and try something different. Stop building closets. Stop shoving kids in them. Start actually supporting your gay and transgender kids because that's who they're going to be regardless. You can do all the I'ma stop it. My family spent, 80s, 90s trying to stop it? It's 2022, bitch. Does it look like I'm straight? Does it look like I'm heterosexual? I mean, what y'all got? A spell? A Harry Potter wand? A Spectrum Patrolling? What y'all got? Nothing. I'm 40 and a lot of them people in my family who was upset and mad and bothered, dead. Dead and gone. And left the planet mad and dead. Left the planet dead and mad. So, like I said, Candace Owens, I'm not even focused on her because we already know what the Republican Party gonna do with her after they finish with her black ass, and that will be the key of the evening. I'm gonna have a key. We gonna throw confetti up in here. They're gonna do her like they did Stacey Dash. But as far as the black community go, good luck. Because a lot of y'all going to go to the casket mad, and this child's still going to be transgender. Do you realize that y'all keep talking about this is a young child? Zaya Wade is 15. It won't be that long before she's 21, and then what y'all going to be saying? She too young? 21? Nothing will change in the next 5 to 6 years with this child. Nothing. Like I said, y'all keep thinking these fear tactics is making people straight. You know it's not making people straight. It's just pushing people in closets. And this is what the black community would rather have. You be macho and all this type of masculine and all and be down low as fuck. Be down low as fuck. Lying and deceiving. And then the black community talking about, there's so many down low men. But because you keep building closets, shoving people up in that bitch. And then complaining about it's too many DL men when you get cheated on. When a nigga cheat on you with another nigga. Or you come home and find your husband in the fucking dress. Or some Malik Yoba situation. Or Darius McQuarrie. I done said something about Darius McQuarrie 20 years ago. And I was, y'all, you a liar. Y'all want everybody to be gay. You a liar. Have you been in known transgender areas? Have you been hanging out with transgenders and gays? And do you know the celebrity men who pop up in our community? Mr. C's from Hot 97. I said something about him 20 years ago. You a liar. That man West Indian, he worked on Biggie album. You a liar. You a liar. I want everybody to be gay. You a liar. Okay. Then when he got caught picking up transgenders on the stroke, I guess he didn't know. I guess he didn't know they were trans. Okay, black people, everybody I have named all have either been outed or came out. And there was rumors about Young Buck about 20 years ago. You don't think we know the fucking black celebrity men on the DL in our community who are dipping and dodging? Come on. These men have been doing this shit their whole fucking lives. You didn't know about them? And this is the reason fucking why those men like Young Buck and Malik Yoba and all these men had to hide it and take on wives and children and then fucking either get outed or come out later. Because it's you black motherfuckers who have pushed them in those closets. You built those closets. You pushed those men in there. And it all came down on the women that they're dating. And the kids. Huh? Look at that boxer from Philly who got caught in gay porn. And then his kids is like, oh, kill yourself, daddy. We hate you. And he had to leave Philly. What's his name? Yusuf Mack? Yeah. See that? Now, black women. How long y'all want to keep going through this charade of marrying gay men and transgender people? How long y'all want to keep that going? And this whole, oh, y'all want everybody to be gay. Y'all turning everybody, sweetheart. I didn't turn Malik Yoba. Malik Yoba is older than me, honey. I was in elementary school when Cool Runnings came out. I was in junior high school in New York. New York Undercover came out. So how the fuck I turn a nigga? Oh, we turning them gay. What the fuck? Bitch, if I had a magic wand or could do magic spells, I'd be a part of the 1%. One of my spells, or my first spell, will not be to turn masculine straight men gay, bitch, please. Do you know how many masculine fucking straight identifying men are out here identifying as straight and still got time to suck a dick or fuck a trans woman? Oh, come on. So, this child gonna be trans, and the next 5 to 6 years, 7 years from now, guess what, black community, you still gonna be talking about Zaya Wade and still upset and mad. Even her own mama gonna be mad. Because she's a part of that homophobic and transphobic black ass shit. That ain't never work in our favor. Black people, when is transphobia and homophobic ever work in our favor? Do you see the down low men that y'all done caught up out here? Don't you think that's the problem? Yeah, well, if y'all want to keep marrying men in dresses and down low ass hood niggas and hyper masculine DL motherfuckers, go here. Go here. I live in my motherfucking truth. I ain't got no kids up in this bitch. Bitch, it's all me up in here. All right? I ain't coming up and through this door catching my motherfucking man in a motherfucking dress or catching his ass in bed with a man or going through his phone finding out how much dick he suck. He's sucking up out here. Huh? How much raw dick he taking. How much AIDS he bringing back home to my motherfucking ass and syphilis and gonorrhea. I don't gotta be blonde-sided, bitch. God damn it. But like I said, I don't got shit to worry about. Living in my motherfucking truth has always set me motherfucking free. But like I said, my marriage is not rocked. I don't have to sit down and explain to my children why daddy's a dick sucker, why daddy in a dress. I gotta do that. But I really feel for you black women who have to sit down, your small children, and say, you know what, daddy gay now, or daddy in a dress. Daddy always been gay. Daddy always wanted to be in a dress. He just couldn't tell y'all motherfucking asses because the black community built that closet and shoved his ass in there. The only reason why the black community, my black family couldn't do it is because I'm an Aries and we fight. And I'm known for pulling a carry at the prom. See, you ask my motherfucking family, they'll come with the religion. They'll come with the homophobia and transphobia, but I come extremely violent. I physically attack people. See, you can't use your words and all that hypermasculinity and intimidation because I will charge at you. We will fight to the goddamn death match. We will fight like it's Game of Thrones. We will fight like it's the Hunger Games. My family already know. Win or lose, I will fight you. Physically, and I was like this in the 80s and the 90s. I will physically fight your motherfucking ass. And that only work on gay people who are easily scared and intimidated. That don't work on the crazies in this community. And I'm considered one of the crazies. I'll pick up a blade and charge after your motherfucking ass, and my family already know it. And your God and your good book can't save you from that. Because I'm not tick tick boom, bitch. I'm just motherfucking boom. I'm going to be real. I'm the Ram. I'm the fire sign. I'm ruled by Mars. And Aries, we always want to fight. We always want to fight. I don't give a fuck if your family. I will fight you. I will fight you. I will physically assault you. And it will go down. Even as a child, I was violent. You're not going to come up in here with your transphobia and your homophobia. I will physically fight you. In the 1980s, 1990s, early O's, and even today, I will physically fight your ass. And I'm known for attacking first. So don't try it up over here. There's never been a closet you can build that I can't break up out of. I can give a Hulk smash. And where the doors on my motherfucking closet? They ain't there.